Hey guys, welcome back to ZeroFaded 2. Last time we did pretty good, but we're at a part where I think it's going to be a massive pain. But considering I thought it would be a massive pain for this entire level, maybe it won't be a huge pain and we'll actually do decently. That's the plan. And let's hope that we live by the plan. If we don't, well, things are going to go a bit wrong. But let's hope that it goes very well. And we'll all be happy. Basically, what I'm saying is I want a little bit of progress. As much as we've gotten to a point where it's going to be extremely hard for me to make progress. And this is actually the part where I got very stuck on in practice. So I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot of ground to make. Basically, what I'm hoping is we'll make it there multiple times, and one of those times we'll clutch it, and we'll be like, oh, so that's the line I gotta take. Got it. And go from there. That's the plan. If the plan doesn't work out, well, it'll have to happen on a different episode. Like, this is one of the episodes where my brain's... It's not even that it's doubting I'll make it very far, or progress-wise. It's that I just don't think I will. There's no doubt. It's just... I genuinely don't think it's gonna happen. It's not exactly like it's impossible. Wow, that was bad. It's just... I don't believe I can do it. On this... I still don't know why it keeps dying there when I'm holding the button. Like, my strat for that bit is to hold the button. But it keeps dying while I'm holding the button. I'm so confused. So very confused. But, oh well. That be alright, that be alright. Sorry, my voice doesn't go high enough for that bit in my opinion. Oh, come off it. Come off it, game. Excuse me. I know how big those hitboxes are. Like that, it worked. Why didn't that work the other time? You okay, game? You being a little bit of a trollster. I don't like that. I will get you for what you have done to me. Yep. Didn't mean to click quite so early. I was slightly further over than I expected, which caused it to jump a little earlier than I wanted it to, which caused me to go bleh. Okay, looks like we haven't had any like great attempts here. We've had some that have made it an okay distance, but none that have sort of made it to a wave section. As soon as I make it past the first wave, I'm like, okay, this has got a shot. Second one is like, yeah, this is a great run. But the first wave, making it to that bit, it's good. It's good. But when I don't make it to that, it's like, well... nothing to write home about, but sure, it's okay. It's alright. It's not amazing or nothing, but it's alright. So yeah, this attempt is good in my opinion. 1 second. I just gonna point out I let go of the button. I very gently tapped the button and let go, and it kept going up, and it was one of those situations where it was really obvious that it had done it, and not one of the ones I was like, maybe I just didn't notice. That one just, it was one of those things where my brain just rejects what the game is doing to what I'm actually doing with my hand. It's like, nope, that's not what I did. I'm confused. Basically, it hurts my brain when it does stuff like that, because when I'm playing the game, I feel relatively under control. That's how I get used to this entire level, because I feel like I'm in control and I can do it because I learn things and the patterns, but then when it does stuff like that, the patterns just fall off. Smooth, okay, gotta remember how to do this bit. You gotta jump off of that one. I forgot. God damn it. That was an attempt, though. That was an attempt. It's basically like the beginning part there. You just gotta get it right. And I did not get it right. Well, you bounce off a bounce pad, and then you bounce off the ceiling. I forgot what I had to do, and it screwed me over. I even, like, last night, while doing that part, I was like, oh, I haven't done that bit very much. I'm gonna forget that tomorrow. And wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? I forgot it. Hey. I'm good at the video games. Very good indeed. Very, very good. 1 second. That was bad. That was real bad. 1 second. Hands dry, please. I need no moisture on the hands so I can be of optimal performance and I make good thing happen. Yes. That is what I want. Yes, it is. Now I've got an itchy arm. Yep. Threw myself off because I was scratching my arm with my left hand while I was playing with my right hand. And my right arm was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to play here. And the left arm was like, but you're itchy. I need to stop it. The brain told me to, I promise. But if a brain told you to jump off a cliff, would you? I'm not even going to answer that question. Just because I know how far that rabbit hole can go. And I'm not even answering that question. Alright? And I don't want people answering that question in the comments either. If I see comments about that, they're probably going to be deleted. Just to say. Not that I expect comments really, because, you know, I'm a relatively I'm a relatively small channel. By relatively, I mean I'm one of the small channels on YouTube. Because, you know, 20 subscribers. 21, actually. It's not that many. Is it? I'm nearly come up to my year anniversary, so yay. Like, can't remember if I've said this before, because my memory is apparently that of a old, decrepit fish with memory loss. A goldfish at that. So my memory's pretty bad. But yeah, my 1 year anniversary of YouTube's coming up. Can't remember when I uploaded my first video. I remember it being earlier than I was going to. I was going to upload it the first episode like on my birthday, but I couldn't do that. 1 second. Yeah, my hand was like slipping off of the desk, like from the beginning of the level. I was like, okay, let's just wait a second, and yeah, it's screwing me over. My hand, why is it slipping again? I just felt the mouse move. My hand is stationary. My index finger is the only thing moving. Stupid thing. But yeah, I was planning to do that, but then like I got loads of broken runs in Afterbirth while just messing about. Since I'd beaten Afterbirth at this point, I was just having some fun rounds once a night or so. And I really broke it. And one of the runs I actually clipped outside of the map, which was kind of funny. Like, the only other time I've ever seen it happen was... where was it? That was... We're not going to talk about that. It was in the old... Maybe it doesn't... It might still work in other versions, but it doesn't work anymore. Where you clip into a black market from a crawl space, where you place 2 bombs on the ladder, they fall down, then use those to do a thing. It was pretty swish. Pretty swish. I don't think I ever did it. But I accidentally did it with Dr. Fetus and an extremely broken run, which was pretty fun. Made it so there's no risks like applied to it. It was just sort of do a thing, take no damage because the run is that broken, you have like Pyromaniac and everything, and win. It was pretty smooth. God damn it. God damn it. But yeah, one of the runs, like, I got to the point where I couldn't reroll anymore. Like, I'd reroll and nothing would happen. It was really weird. Like, my items would stay the same. This was Chaos era, so I have no idea what's happening. Because I know Chaos, like, weird stuff happens, and sometimes items will be really strange. But this was pre-Chaos, because I didn't have Afterbirth Plus. Unless it came out in Afterbirth. Did Chaos come out in Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus? I don't remember. I don't remember. Somebody inform me. That I'll allow in the comments. When was Chaos introduced to Isaac? Was it Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus? It definitely wasn't Rebirth. God, whenever I used to watch Northern Lion, he used to forget that stuff. I'd be like, dude, you play this game so much, how would you forget? And now I'm like, okay, now I understand. Now I understand, like, when the game's been out for long enough, you've gotten the items enough for you to just forget how rare they are and how much difference there is between getting those and old items, you know? It's weird. I did, but my finger came off of the button. I let go as soon as I did the second jump. Why did it bounce? Why? Like, you can hear, like, maybe you think I'm lying because I don't sound as sad or annoyed as I sometimes do when the game kills me. But it's just a little bit like, why? I didn't do that thing. I didn't press that button. Games or computers have been doing that a lot to me today. Like, when I booted up the computer today, after probably like 5 to 10 minutes, it died, which, you know, is getting worse. It's getting worse. So yeah, computer is dying, which is not good. And while playing Fortnite, everything seems to be going wrong. Played Explosive Only. I don't play it very much. Andy plays it sometimes because Andy hasn't really played gun games before and hasn't got the greatest accuracy. No offense to Andy, so the rocket means she doesn't have to aim as much, which she enjoys. So, which is fair game to her. 1 second. God, I'm bad. But yeah, it's fair game to her. She wants to do that. So I played a few rounds because she wanted me to see me play some. I had some good rounds. One round I died because the building wasn't working and I had to press F1 many times before it brought anything up. By that point, a guy had already shot me. Like, there was this one guy that was quite funny. Like, if I ever have rocket launchers and I'm against someone who only has an egg launcher, because I can fire a shot at their feet and kill them immediately and they can't do that, I tend to just dance next to them. But there was this one guy that was like, I thought he was about to fire his homing rocket, or controlled rocket, and I was ready to, like, shoot him, but I started to dance, and it was quite funny. 1 second, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, it was so close to screwing up, and then, like, failed at an easy bit. God damn it. But yeah, what was I saying? There was a guy that was wandering along with a homing or controlled rocket missile launcher thingy. And I was like, ooh, I want to kill it. So I decided to just stalk him, but then he eventually noticed me and I started dancing. He then hit me and I was like, oi, I'm dancing here. That's extremely rude. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill him. I was being nice. So I tried to kill him. Booped him once, he missed me with his shots because I built up, because I've learnt in that mode building is just the key. If you build above someone that's too wide so they can't knock it down immediately, you can really screw with them, because you can shoot down on them onto the floor, and if they aren't a person that builds very often, accidentally held down the button while trying to click too quickly, god damn it. Yeah, if they're one of those people, they're gonna get completely screwed over by you. Just shoot down on the head, they are boned. But they had shields, so my next shot, I jumped down on the head to fire it. It missed by, like, I don't even know how. I was gonna say by how much, but actually no, it landed right next to him and did no damage, which is a bit sucky. Game's been doing that recently, I don't know why. Then I knew he was gonna fire a shot because I wasn't reloaded. Tried to build a wall. He missed, thankfully. Then I reloaded my thing, fired and missed again. I fired my second rocket launcher because I had another one. He fired his at the same time because he had just reloaded. I then built a wall, but it didn't build. I got out the walls, and it didn't bring out the walls properly. I was just pressing F1 constantly. Didn't switch weapons, didn't even change to, like, floors. It just brought up nothing until I was about to die. I brought up a wall and placed it, not even where I was looking. The game has been screwing with me recently, which is a bit sad. But oh well. I had another few rounds where, like, the game was extremely laggy. Like, I landed at the prison, sort of near Moisty Moya, and had like 3 kills. I had, like, quite a few good sniper shots in there. Like, there was a guy that just came out of a door and then saw me, so I just sniped him a few times in the face because it was a semi-automatic sniper. Like, I just found it on the floor and it was golden, and I don't know how. It was amazing. Booped him, saw someone else, missed a shot, just barely, even though they weren't even moving, and my shot was on target. There was no way it could have missed. They didn't even move, so that was a bit confusing. Like I said, the game was screwing with me. Eventually, I ran around. They thought I was somewhere else and tried to shoot where I was. Then they went and thought I ran away and ended up going back to who they were originally going for. Then I just sniped them in the back of the head, which was quite nice. No offense to that guy. Then I think I left. I didn't know if there was anyone else left. Well, no, I went to a different part of the prison and saw someone outside and decided to snipe him as he was not actually, like, doing anything. He was just standing completely still. And I was like, what the hell are you doing, dude? You're crazy. So yeah, he met a sad end to a sniper headshot. Then, when I went to get his loot, someone else came up while I was looting his corpse and opening a chest. And then the game decided to throw lag at me. So I landed one tactical shotgun headshot on them, somehow. It was quite far away, so it only did like 50 damage, but they didn't have any shields. And then whenever I moved, the game would teleport me around, and jumping would just be weird, and it was not going well. But somehow I managed to kill them in the lag. But I lost a lot of my shields, because, you know, I was lagging. So I was just being hit through walls. Because on my screen, the person was not there. But 1 second. I'm an idiot. But yeah, then I actually got killed by lag in that round. Because as much as I was then on like 4 or 5 kills, someone else that came along and I was like, ooh, I'm going to go for them. Because I heard fighting over a hill after I left where I was. Went for them. And it went a little bit wrong. I missed my shots. Then when I built some cover to get away, I had the high ground. Star Wars style. Building was glitchy as all hell. I would just be going through the build wouldn't appear, then it would disappear, then it would reappear, and it was all awkward. I had like 2 HP. Then when I went out, I just instantly died to the person. But GG to them, I missed a lot of shots, but also I lagged quite badly. Which was not good. It made me feel quite sad. Okay, 1 second. Oh, god damn it. And I had another. I had a few more. Wow. Yeah, I had a few more rocket only rounds where stuff went well. Made it to like top 4, then like everything seemed to go wrong. Like I'd have a home or a controlled rocket going to me, and then someone else would come up to me, and I was like, why would you do these things? I legitimately didn't know. And then like the building wouldn't work again, and I couldn't cover myself from a like guided rocket, which was quite bad. It was quite bad. I survived it. Wow, I let go at the same time I normally did. It felt really good, but it just didn't go down. That's a rip. Yeah, the next person, while I was having guided rockets flung at me, this guy, instead of going for the person with the guided rocket, if you don't know what these do in Fortnite, if you're using a guided rocket, your camera goes to the rocket, and then you can move your mouse to angle where you want to put it. It's very, very strong. But the downside is you can't look at your player. So you are kind of vulnerable from where you're sitting. So instead of going for them, someone who couldn't actually like look and see if people were about to kill them, they went for me. So then the rocket person could see them. That person died immediately because they were kind of stupid. And I was trying to get a medkit at the time, and the medkit seemed to not exist and disappear because there was a medkit outside the base from a guy that I just killed. Basically, it did not go very well for me. It was kind of sad. What happened there? I went down, and because I must have been like slightly too far left, it like was just going down the slope. Then I bounced off of something that just wasn't there, because it's just a slope, I believe. Unless I'm blind. And, I don't know what happened. I bonked off of something that threw me off because I couldn't see it. That's kind of sad. Yeah, that round, everything sort of went wrong for me. And, like, the guy that won didn't deserve to win. Like, the final people, they were pretty bad. Pretty bad. Like, they kept giving up the high ground and stuff. It was just like, what are you doing? Why are you playing like this? It was very confusing. But it was like, the final two was like, the person, wow, it didn't go. Yeah, the person that killed me was killed by Dark Knight or whatever it's called. And then he won. But, like, he was playing pretty bad. Like, right at the end, like, he just dropped down next to the guy that had just also dropped down. I was like, never give up the high ground, especially with the rockets, because, like, they can rocket you, but if you're on the high ground, they cannot physically hit you. They can't. They just can't. Because they've got to hit the floor. Or, at that point, they'd have to hit you in the face. So the high ground is everything. And this person was like, nah. And then they survived with very low HP because nobody at the end was building. There's just people missing rocket after rocket right next to each other. It was highly confusing. But at least the guy that won was nice. Like, he put up a GG and a love heart. And I was like, okay, you're alright. You're alright. But I know I could have won that if I didn't get teamed on. That's not me being cocky. That's me saying, like, in that mode, the strats are sort of like double rocket launcher at all times, guided missile launcher for people in distances, and build, basically. Those are strats that I found that are extremely good. I didn't hold it. I didn't stick it. I didn't stick it. I let it go, and then when I had to recover, it killed me. I need to learn that I can't do that. We said this in the last episode. We said it in the last episode. We cannot do these things. These things are bad and stupid. I think it's the first time I've actually died like that so far in this episode. I mean, not as bad, but, you know, still pretty sad. But it's not so bad, you know? It could have been worse, like happening twice in a row, perhaps. That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna deny, it's pretty bad. I was gonna say pretty bad luck, but I can control it. Just the fact that I don't. What was that line that the game gave me? Like, why did it do all those things? It like went upsy downsies, and I was like, I'm not pressing these buttons. Like, I'm upside down, so pressing the button makes me go down. Why are you going up? And then the inverse of that as well. It was not what I was doing at all. But oh well. Okay. We can do this. Focus. Progress. Go. The motivation was nice, but being killed by something that shouldn't be able to kill me is a bit BS, don't you think? Like, that's just sheerly unfair. That is simply just not fair in any way. You can't go and do that. That's just... That's cruel. I don't like you for that. That's making me very sad and making me want to cry. Gosh darn it. Like, that was such a good attempt. And the game had to just say, no. You've motivated yourself, but we're just going to crush your dreams on something that shouldn't be able to kill you. 1 second. Yep, I bailed again. Stop bailing. Stop it. I want to level out at that point, but it's because I pull up so early. I need to not do that either. screw myself over. Which, you know, is very bad. That's extremely bad. Ouch, that was pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. And I have an itchy finger. Ah, that was pretty close. Pretty freaking close. Okay, let's not have that happen again, please. Please, plox, please, and plusen. What episode are we on now? I think this is 19? I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's episode 19. Either way, we're getting very close to the amount we had in Club Step, as much as Club Step technically had 2 extras, if you think about it. Club Step had 2 extra attempts, and by that I mean videos that just never saw the light of day, because botched volume for some reason. It's kind of nice it was on the first episode though, so I could still start from 1 and be like, yeah, I've made progress, but we'll probably make more progress in this attempt. So, there's nothing that you didn't see, really. Which is nice. It's very nice. But it was still a bit annoying, you know? What was I even doing? I think I thought I was in the other section where you got a ziggity zag a lot. Squealy squid, no, ziggity zag. If you don't get that reference, then, well, I wouldn't surprise me. It's not a exactly, I was gonna say commonly known reference. I don't know, it's not a worldwide sort of huge reference that everyone should know. It's sort of one of those kind of subtle ones, but if you don't know it, I don't know you. That's a lie, but still. It's from Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa. That's where the 2 comes in. It's a very clever name. But it's when there's, if spoilers by the way, this film's been out for so long, it's not really spoilers. But it's when Marty and Alex go off of the reserve and try and fix the river or the watering hole because the water's dried up. And then the hunters try and kill them. And there's like ziggity zag, and then Alex like, no, squiggity squig, squiggly squig, squiggly squid. And then they do the squiggly squid and ziggity zag maneuvers to stay away from the peoples. Yeah, that's basically why I said squiggly squid and ziggity zag. But 1 second. Right as I let go of the button. Just right as I did it. That hurts. That hurts. Right in my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Sorry. Who sings that song again? Was it Elton John? I think it was Elton John and someone else. But I'm not sure. All I know is that song is from Chicken Little, a film that I very much loved as a child. And probably a film I'd still watch now because it's got nostalgia in it. It's a very odd film though, if you think about it. Like, it's lots of random sort of things just shoved together. Like, a tiny chicken that gets hit on the head by, apparently, the sky, and then goes into the thing like, the sky is falling, and everyone thinks he's crazy because they think it's an acorn that lands on his head. And then eventually they find out aliens exist, and he gets hit on the head again. And it was actually a panel that fell and landed on his head that can blend him with the floor. And eventually the aliens come back to find it, and then they lose their baby alien, and they go crazy thinking that the baby was stolen. Then they think about annihilating the entire planet when they get their baby back for stealing their baby. Then they go on an invasion, and then they realize their mistake, and the baby's like, oh, hey, don't do that thing, that's rude. They've done nothing wrong here. I just ran away. And then it's like, oh, never mind, problem solved. It's a very odd film. It's a very, very odd film, but I enjoy it. And enjoyed it as a child as well. It wasn't one of those, like, classics, like Disney style, like Lady and the Tramp sort of thing. but it was more sort of one of those films that you like as a child. And if you like it as a child, you're probably still going to like it as an adult, because, you know, it's just one of those sort of films. Recently, I've been seeing some of the Harry Potter films. Like, I haven't been watching them, it's just they've been on TV at other people's houses, and I've just watched them, and I was like, hey, I like this one, because my favorite is the Chamber of Secrets. And also, like, I think on an episode recently I mentioned what the first film's name was, and I completely forgot what it was called. It's called The Philosopher's Stone. I remember now. I remembered that, like, earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember. Either way, I remembered what it's called. The Philosopher's Stone. So, yay. And the second one's Chamber of Secrets. It's my favorite. Don't know why. It's just, I like it. I just do. And past that point, I found it very hard to name them. Very, very hard indeed. There's... one second. That was so bad. Don't, like, mention what's happened. There's the one with the maze of death at the end, and they meet Voldemort in a place with the gravestones and the graveyard, and stuff happens. And it's got Buckbeak in it. I think that's on Buckbeak, and then there's the dragons and stuff. It's a weird one. Wow, I did that with 2 jumps. I should not have tried that, but it worked. It worked. Yeah, isn't that one of the first ones with, like, the second Dumbledore in it? Because the first actor died, sadly. And he has a very gruff voice compared to the original. I remember that distinctly. One second. That was bad. I wish those were lined up slightly better so it wouldn't kill you, but at the same time, I did come off that very, very early. So it's kinda completely on me. But still, you know. Devs, if you want to listen to an extremely small YouTube channel, I'll probably get like 1 view on this video. Come on. You know you wanna, you know, sort of change it. I'm joking. It's not gonna happen. But still. You see my point. Yeah, that's one of the first films. Probably not the first, but still one of the first with new Dumbledore. Because first Dumbledore was like, oh yes, I talk very much like this and I'm very wise. Next one's more, I talk very loud and shouty. Just the first Dumbledore's voice is just, you can tell he's an extremely old guy, full of wisdom. And the newer one's a bit more shouty and loud. I cannot imagine the first one shouting like he does in that film I mentioned. I genuinely can't imagine it. But still, it's kind of... I don't know, I was gonna say it kind of makes it better, but that just sounds cruel. I don't mean it in the way of it's better that he died, that's not what I mean at all. It's just because I have no way of knowing what it would have been like without him. So, you know... There's no real way to say, yeah, he would have been great and better as a role. Or the opposite way around. But, you know, the films are the way they are currently. And I haven't seen all of them. Maybe I'll catch up on one day. I don't know. I really have no idea. I might do. There's gonna be some people that are like, you haven't seen all Harry Potters? That's sinful, you have to. And some people are gonna be like, ew, Harry Potter, cringe. And I'm sort of not in either of those camps. I'm just like, yeah, I like some of the first ones, and maybe someday I'll get around to watching more. I don't know though. 1 second. Smooth. Let's do this. I should have held the button. Screwed up real bad. Tried to bounce off the bounce pad. Thought I died because I had to bounce off it, but you don't have to bounce off that. Should have held the button. Whenever there's those sections, I just hold the button. Because, like, I've learned now, instead of clicking and then accidentally clicking just before you hit the block or something, hold the button, because then you can't actually go off of the mid-air things. See what I mean? That was a mistake. Ah, that's even worse. Yeah, you can't actually go off them. So if you hold the button, then let go, you're basically safe. Making it much easier. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Yeah, stuff. What was I gonna say? Like, the words have basically gone from my brain at this point. I tried to press the button so fast that I couldn't press it fast enough. Well, I couldn't get my finger off the button fast enough. But, oh well, it's alright. It's alright. Doo-doo. See what I mean? When I don't have words in my brain, I just go doo-doo. And not in the sense of poop. Not even slightly. What to talk about now? Oh, kittens, of course, because the kittens now getting a lot more playful. They're often out from the back of the sofa and just playing and having a great time. It's so sad. Smiggle's the only non-fluffy kitten because it's the one from a different mother. So the others, because, like, it's weird, the older litters we had from Clara, they were never as fluffy as these ones. She just never had fluffy ones. I guess they might have just taken after the dad. But, like, you'd have thought there'd be at least some that are fluffy, that take after the mum. But no, this time, like, they're all super fluffy. Like, especially compared to Smiggle. Smiggle, very pretty looking kitty. Got a little dot on the forehead, which looks freaking adorable. Just makes it look like, what are those things called? Aren't they from India? Don't call me racist. If that's not the place it's from. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure, alright? I'm putting my hands up. That's what I'd guess, though. But still, it's just super cute. 1 second. Yep, I tried to do slow ones. I do that a lot there instead of mashing it. It's like, it gets me into a nice rhythm. No, a nice rhythm. Because otherwise I'll go up too far or go down too far. Like, if I do it too early, I might do it quickly and then start clicking or letting go again very early, which means I might hit the bottom one. So if I do it too quickly, I'll hit the top one. So do it like that makes it much smoother. That's how I do it, at least. Because it sort of throws me into it. Yep, was not holding the button. So I was a bit too low, so I had to get into that section. And it screwed me over a little bit. I clicked too early for that thing and somehow it bounced off of it. Now I think about it, how did it bounce off of that? Like, I was how did it die there, seriously? But I was holding the button. Mildly confused. I was holding the jump button after I hit the first one. And it jumped a second time. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm confused. Pardon me. Yeah, the kittens are extremely playful. Like, earlier, like, we've been bringing Smiggle and its friend, just have a name for that one, into the room with the others now. So they can sort of play together. So Smiggle and their friend can get a bit of a runabout. They just tend to stick to each other rather than going with the others, to be honest. But Smiggle's friend was just sitting on my foot. It was the cutest thing. That was so clutch. How did it not jump off of any of those? I clicked as soon as I went up, accidentally, on that bit just before I died, which would have killed me if it worked. It didn't. And then I started mashing the button because it didn't work. And then it didn't jump off of anything. Which is a little bit suspicious of the game being a little bit rude to me. I'm not gonna deny it. Excuse me. I don't think I got as much sleep as I normally do last night, so yawns make me yawny. I don't know. But how does that happen? How? Tell me how. I know how, but it's just a bit sad when it does, because that's like so hard to get to do that. It's like literally maybe 1 in 1,000 attempts. I don't know. either way, that's a lot of attempts for one thing to happen. It's happened to me twice now, and I'm nearly at 2,000 attempts, I'd assume, so, you know, that's where I'm getting that number from. It's not just pulling it out of my butt. It was legitimate estimation based on my current evidence, you know? Okay, wish me luck. I need it. It did it again! There's a corner there! Oh, that's dirty. That is dirty. I just saw the corner of where I clipped that other time. That is not good. Like, it doesn't happen super often, but when it does, that is not okay. Like, it's clearly not meant to be there. But if you have the right line, it's completely screwy. Oh, I'm so sad. Like, the slope's there, and then there's like a little tiny corner poking out that's clearly just clipping through stuff since it was placed somewhere else to be flat. But the fact that I can kill you, oh, that stings. 1 second. Yep, I thought it was going to clip again, so I bailed. See, now I've got that fear in the back of my head that it's going to clip. Well, not clip, going to bonk. Boink? Bonk. Which is making me a bit scared. Which is a bit sucky, but I think I have to live with that. Like, before I had no fear of it, but now that I have the fear of it, it's going to throw me off of trying to do that part how I used to. I want to just keep doing it how I used to, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, because it's not super common by the looks of things. But now that I know what it is, it's making my brain question everything, and maybe I should change my strat. But no, let's do this! I didn't even press the button. It's because to get into that portal, you have to let go of the button. Like, now I've realised why I keep doing that. To get in the portal, you have to let go of the button. So then you're automatically going down, but because it's so fast, my brain is not acknowledging it fast enough and is being quite dumb. Like, I shouldn't be having that much trouble with that bit. Like I said, probably not make progress in this video. We're kind of making things consistent. Like, this is still pretty much going to be as long as the last episode. But still, you know, and also I don't think I've mentioned it so far, but I'm now recording one of these at night, because these are getting quite long, like they're nearing an hour, so I was like, you know what, let's call it there. And also my eyes right now are not going well, things are blurring, yep, things were super blurry, because I was staring at pretty lights for so long. I just felt the opposite feeling, you know, the feeling I mentioned ages ago, I haven't mentioned for a while, because I just haven't been bothered to, where something happens and you just feel that instant, like, blood warm thing, where you can feel your body just suddenly gain point something of a degree, and just everything warms up. I had the opposite of that just then, everything's got a bit colder, which is a bit strange. Don't you think? It was a little weird. But oh well. It's probably not life-threatening. Like, nothing felt wrong, it just felt like got a little bit colder. Maybe it's because I was super warm and then I got colder or something. I don't know. Oh, that was like the perfect height for that to not kill me. Jesus Christ. Let's just say that could have gone in a very, very different direction if I did that slightly differently, but it didn't, thankfully. That's what happens when you let go just a little earlier than you want to, because that bit is precise. Like, I've gotten pretty good at that part, to the point where I'm doing it like almost every time, and the next one I'm not quite as good at, because it's a bit more RNG, and it's not RNG, like, that part is one of the least RNG segments of the entire game. Just because as long as you can see where you are and press the buttons when you're in the middle, you're fine. The part that makes it RNG is because of how I do it. So it's not the part that's RNG, it's just because of how my strat is for it. But that's fine. Okay, 1 second. I didn't mean to click that extra time. I knew I was gonna live. I didn't mean to press the button. I really want to get an extra attempt in at that end part. I haven't had very many. I've been doing not horribly in this video, but not top form, I'm gonna say. Let's say I can definitely be doing better, since I have done in the past. It's just a bit of a shame that I'm being a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot of it sucky. A lot of it. It's like a little bit, but a lot. Okay, apparently this is definitely the last video tonight. And I know that because I've already recorded my Isaac one, and this is probably going to be the next one. And by that I mean this is the last one. 1 second. And that's what happens when you have a lapse of judgment of what you already know you need to do, but you're just an idiot and press the button at the wrong time because you're focusing too hard. Like, that's the difference between, for God's sake, that's the difference between focusing on a part that you know and is really easy and just letting it play out because your subconscious is doing it. Oh, I've gotten, 1 second. No, I pressed escape and it did nothing. God damn it. I really need to scratch my left arm, which means meant I had to use my right arm because I don't know about you, but it's very hard to scratch the underside of my arm like that. And I mean like my, what's the top arm bit called? Like, isn't the bottom part called the forearm? The other part's called the army arm. Yeah, the army arm. That part was itchy on the underside. So it was not exactly possible to reach with my left hand, since it was my left arm. But oh well. But yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Hey, I just looked at the time and it's currently my birthday eve. Yay. I don't celebrate birthday eve. It's not a legitimate thing. But if you celebrate it, more power to you. Like, that's pretty cool. Congratulations. Like, I don't mean my birthday's the day this video's coming out, because currently it's 12:15 at night. So it's technically the next day for me. It's currently a Wednesday, considering the time. And this will upload on the same day, but probably like 20 hours and 45 minutes from now, to be precise. To be extremely precise, I'm literally seconds off. But still, you know, that's when it's uploading. How do you do the numbers that quickly? Because of the 24-hour clock. It really confused me. Like the other day, not the other day, like months ago, I don't even know if I mentioned this in the video, but I may have done. Like, I don't understand how people don't get the 21-hour or 24-hour clock. It's so simple. 1 second, I'll explain it after this. What? I was holding the button, and I don't know, what happened then just felt really weird. Like, it felt like it was doing the opposite of what I was doing when I was pressing the button. That was not okay. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, 24-hour clock. It's so simple. You go up to 12 as you normally would, but you just keep going. What's there to not understand? Double 12 is 24. So, midnight is 24, except it doesn't do that. It goes to 23:59, then goes to 00:00 again. Because otherwise you'd have that and then the zeros, and it'd be like, what the hell? That's weird. 1 second. went too high. That's what happens when you press the button too quickly. Gosh darn it. But yeah, 24 hour clock's easy. You just go to... Oh, for God's sake, why does it die there when I'm holding the button? That makes no sense. But yeah, it goes from 12, and then you have to have 11. Not 11, I'm going down. You have 13, which is then 1. 14, 2, and then just keep going. It's really easy. And the reason I know these times off by heart, by the 21 being 9 p.m, it's just because that's like always been my bedtime. Not anymore, of course, but still. Used to basically be my bedtime, so I've just always known that time. The time every child hates and tries to make parents not notice for as long as possible. But yeah, 24 hour clock's so easy. Like I was mentioning months ago, something happened. But yeah, it's basically this guy just didn't understand 24 hour clock at all on the internet. And I was like trying to explain it to him. And I was like, it's like the normal clock, but you just keep counting. He's like, that makes no sense to me. I'm like, but 12, 13, 14, 15. Can you only count to 12 or something? It's not hard. You just get the 13, you make it into a 1. 14, make it into a 2. The way I remember it is it's just always 2 digits back. So 9 is 21. Because 21 minusing 2 is 19, and there's a 9 in it. And every other number works as long as you're doing it that way. There's 13, subtract 2, you get 11. And then you just keep going. It works. So I always remember, hey, 19, that's gonna be 7. See what happens when I talk. It doesn't go very well. Okay, I've got 2 more attempts. This has not been the greatest video, but it's okay. I gotta admit, whenever I have videos like this where I make no progress, my brain's just like, you need to record another one. You gotta get the progress out there. Why upload a video where you get no progress? But I'm trying to upload like my full adventure through this game. You know? I was trying to click so fast I held the button. That's a bad way to go. My arm is itchy. No, not on the final attempt. I rubbed it on the arm of my chair and it's gone for now, but I feel like it's going to come back. Let's get this one over with. We can do this. Yeah, 24 hour clock is super easy. If you don't get it, just go off what I just said. It's so simple. You subtract 2 off of whatever time it is in the 24 hour clock. As long as it's over 12, then use the second digit of that number and it will be the time. The time. Or just memorize it. It's pretty simple. Just 12, 13, and what comes after 12 in real life? 1. See? Simple stuff. Super simple. Now, let me do this thing. Yeah, it's a fitting way to go, since that bit I find relatively difficult. And for now, that's the end of the video. I apologize for getting no progress. But like I said, 8%, it's a hard margin to get past. I didn't even make it there. But oh well, apologies for this yawn. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're still enjoying this series, because I know I am. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!